Alrighty, this is my LS3 swapped E30. Last winter I built it, and last summer was the very first season I got to take it out onto the road and just see how I liked it. Overall, it was an amazing car. It's powerful, fuel efficient, reliable, pretty much everything I wanted to get out of a summer daily driver. Now coming into this winter, I was trying to think if there's anything I wanted to change about the car for next summer. And one major thing I want to change is the final drive ratio. Currently, it has a 293, which overall was a really solid ratio, super fun to drive and still decent highway mileage. But this diff right here, I believe is the perfect ratio for my LS swapped E30. So before we talk about this one, I think let's pull the 293 out of the car, get it on the ground, and then we'll chat about how to compare. Let's go do it. Okay, 293 is dropped out of the car now. This was a really good ratio choice for my E30 because it gave me almost identical gearing to a C6 Corvette. So it was a really good place to start out, just see how I like a factory geared LS3. Now I've chosen to swap over to a 325 final drive because it'll give me about 10% more wheel torque. I will be losing 10% of my cruising RPM, but I'm willing to give that up for just a little bit more torque off the line. Now I also considered going to a 350 differential, but at that point it's adding quite a bit of torque, and honestly I just don't know if my wheels and tires would be able to hold it. So this 325 is the perfect balance of still keeping some of that fuel economy of the 293. I'm getting a little bit more added torque like the 350. 325 is my choice. So what we're gonna do is remove the rear case so I can swap over my secondary diff mount, poly bushing, onto this guy, and then pull out the stud kit, put it in this one, and then throw this diff up into the car. And it's actually really nice out today, so I think we'll take the car out and see how we like this new diff. I'm excited. Okay, I am super curious to see how the car is going to put down this power. Am I going to be able to still use first gear, or is that just going to be my spinny gear?
Could you launch in first with the 293s?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. You had to be very conscious of your throttle position. If you weren't paying attention, you would definitely lose the rear end. But
gotcha.
So it is going to be a bit more challenging to launch the car now, but I'm hoping that it's still manageable. I don't want the car to be like overly hard to drive. I still want it to be just jump in, slam through the gears, fun. So right now the car has 225, 45, 15 Toyo Proxies, which are a little bit stickier than your average tire, and that's kind of around the widest tire I can put on my E30. So today we're gonna put those tires to the test, see how they work with the new gears. Okay, so I'm just gonna try laying into first, try to go full throttle and see if we're gonna have any bit of fishtailing or anything. Oh yeah. Okay, so that is really good. We didn't have much loss of traction there. You could feel that it's kind of right on the cusp. Oh but God. The 325s might actually be the perfect gear for that. Okay, let's go for a launch, and I know I'm gonna have to be gentle with the throttle here. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Launched a little bit too hard there, and it did start to really go out. But it is manageable. I feel like with a little bit more practice, I can nail a pretty decent launch. Jesus. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so addictive. Jesus. That one was not the best launch, a little bit too much gas, and it does start to kick out a bit. Okay, so now I'm thinking we'll drop you off on the side of the road. We'll get a couple shots from outside, seeing how it looks when it's launching.
Okay. All right, let's do one more. Did you have anything to say?
I did good on that last one.
Yeah,
it was a little bit not enough throttle, but I'd rather be under than over because it starts to go swirly.
Okay.
One more.
My man. All right, so what's the cruising RPM?
120 kilometers an hour, just over 2,000 RPM. That is fine by me for the added torque. All right, so with the 325, you can launch in first gear as long as you're very careful with your throttle position. As you saw with my couple launches, some I was fishtailing, some just wasn't enough throttle and it was kind of bogging for a second. But so I need some more practice, but it is possible to get a really solid launch with this 325. Shifting between gears, there's no concern of losing the rear end at like a high-speed shift.
I think if you want any more, like what's next, 350, 355?
Yeah, I'd rather keep it reliable, keep it consistent, and keep it just a well-rounded street car. And so the 325 I think is a good option for that. Now, one thing I will say is all the video that we shot today, as well as all of last summer, was completely stock axles. As you saw today, we put the car through its paces. The stock axles are holding up. They are OEM axles, so they are a really nice quality axle. I don't know how much longer they're gonna last for, but they lasted last summer, and today's abuse, and hopefully a lot more abuse, because I don't feel like buying expensive axles. Subscribe to the channel because the sun is out. We're gonna start bringing out the cars, and you know you're gonna wanna see these cars going crazy. We're gonna do some more cinematic stuff. Today was a little bit more vloggy, but we'll get the E30 out, get some beauty shots of it, the Miata, maybe the 2002, and hopefully the RX7 a little bit later in the summer.
That'd be good.
Also follow our Instagram because we do all sorts of behind the scenes posts and stories so you can see what we're up to when we're not filming. And besides that, we'll see you next Thursday.
Wanna get some Wendy's?
Yeah, I could go for a Frosty today.
Chocolate or vanilla?
They don't sell vanilla anymore.
What?
There's only chocolate.
Since when?
I don't know.
I guess I always order chocolate, so.
Yeah.
Weird.